Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ihsan-Ashraf and I am from Lahore, Pakistan, and today is something very important to discuss with you. Today at this moment I'm going to deliver this lecture which is about Asian, Arabs and African teachers. And this lecture, the teachers of Asia, the teachers who live in Africa and Arab, they should really listen what I'm going to speak here. Listen to me. I am going to ask you one question. See, teacher, as far as I'm concerned, teacher is a leader and a leader is a teacher. See, so if a teacher is a leader, then I am going to ask to the leaders of Asia, Arab and Africa, I'm going to ask you that why have you been unable to make your students good leaders or the leaders of the future? Why under your supervision, why under your teaching style, while under your time or in your schools, why the teachers or why the students of Asia, Africa and Arab have been unable to do anything great into this world? See, when we often talk that in Asia, Arab and in Africa, the people are really unable, the countries have been unable to bring any name which is really a respectable name. So as far as I'm concerned, if the teacher is a leader, then it is the responsibility of the teacher to make the bad students good, to make an ordinary thing special, and to make the good students best in the world. So now, I have visited many schools and the teachers are always complaining. The teachers are saying that those students are not good, these students are not good. They're doing everything they can, but they are unable to bring good results. So the teachers just complain that they think themselves, they think that what they are doing good and they are doing what they had to do. But if the result is not coming really good, then it's not their fault, but it's fault of the students. Let me ask you here. If students are not studying, whose responsibility is to change them and make them study? If students do not pay attention, whose responsibility is to make them pay attention? If students do not do their homework, then whose responsibility to ask them every day to call their parents into the school and tell them what is about their children, why their children are really good or why they're not doing their homework? Whose responsibility is to ask their parents to pay attention on their children so that the children can pay attention and do their daily work, do their homework? Whose responsibility is this? See, nowadays, particularly in Asia, Arab and Africa, the coming generations, the new generations or the X generations couldn't really get the job done, couldn't do something great into this world. And what really happens that we had teachers, right? In the past, even now, we say that we have teachers in the school, right? And as far as I'm concerned, the teacher is a leader. And why the teacher, if the teacher is a leader, why is he unable to get the job done? See, one leader handles many nations. We often say that one leader handles a nation, but let's see, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was not just a leader, he was also a teacher. So he just changed the world, right? And before him, what people used to do? They used to burn their daughters alive, okay? They used to drink all the times. They used to kill each other. They used to do anything and everything bad we can ever imagine. But what happened? What really happened? That our leader, our teacher, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam changed the world. And then there are many examples, right? There's Jesus Christ. Before him, what the world used to do. But when he came into this world and he paid attention and he just fixed the faults of the people, when he made the audience, the people learn, people started doing good deeds, right? Why? Because they were not just really prophets, they were not just really leaders, but they were also good teachers. If we pay attention teacher should pay attention that if student comes to him for study, then it's his responsibility to make him good. Nowadays, what happens if we just visit to the schools? What we see, the teachers often complain. They complain that the students have come not with good uniform. The students are not doing study. Whose responsibility is this? As far as I'm concerned, it's 49% responsibility is parents' responsibility, and 51% it's teachers' responsibility to make them do it. And to some extent, we can say that it's teachers' responsibility to push children's parents and get what the teacher really needs to make them good. When we talk about teachers, we say that the teachers are leaders, right? When we say the teachers are leaders, they really get happiness. They feel very happy when we tell that teachers are leaders. They feel like they just open their chest and try to feel something great, that they are not just being called teachers, they're also being called leaders. But with this happiness, as far as I'm concerned, there are some extra responsibilities that the teachers of today do not really want to accept. See, teacher is a leader, and we need to tell that if a teacher is a leader, then leaders should be filled with the qualities that are important for a leader to be a leader, or for an ordinary person to be a leader. If I did not have the qualities that will make me a leader, how can I be a leader? If I do not have the qualities that make me a good teacher, how can I be a teacher? And when we say that the teachers are leaders, which means teachers should get the things that are gonna make them the leader, right? And instead of complaining, they should pay on themselves, I'm sorry to say. That's not because I'm insulting the teachers. What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to highlight the responsibilities of the teachers to make the students. You see, teachers complain that the students are not good. The students were not good because they have little mind. Why have they come to the school? They have come to school to learn to be good. Like if I am going to any school and if I don't study, and if my teacher is gonna say that, Ihsan, you are not good, and I can see and I can hear or highlight that I was not good, and I do realize that's why I have come to school, and it's your responsibility, dear teacher, to make me a good student. The problem is that the children, they have too little mind, that they do not realize tell the teachers that if they were really a good students, if they were really a good human beings, they wouldn't be in a school. So if they are in a school, it completely means that they have come to be good. They have come to be nice. They cannot say it because they are small, because they do not have a very good mind so that they can tell this all, right? So the teachers shouldn't get benefit because of their small mind, because of their lack of information, lack of knowledge. See, nowadays we see that very often we see when we go to schools, the principal complains about the students. The principal says the students are not good, right? And the teachers, they complain that students are not good. Let me tell you how everything can be good, right? A teacher is a leader, which means a leader, what kind of responsibility, what kind of guts an ordinary person has that make an ordinary person a leader. Number one, a leader has a creative mind, right? Any person who does not have a creative mind, who is not creative, cannot be a leader, right? And second thing, a teacher is a visionary person, right? If any person who is not visionary cannot be a good teacher. Secondly, number three, a teacher is a hard worker person who spend his energy on the students, who pay attention on the students, and having all three qualities make him a good leader. Now let me tell you one thing. Teachers often complain students are not good, right? If a teacher or a leader is creative, cannot he find, by using his creativity, cannot he find or create the ways that can make his students best? If a teacher is a visionary person, or hard worker, or creative, by having all three qualities, he can perform well. And it's our belief that if we struggle hard, we will, no matter what happens, we will get good results. So if teachers, they pay attention on students, they really work hard, they do what they have to do to get the job done, will not be able to find or see the good result. They will certainly, right? So the teachers shouldn't make excuses and pointing the students that they are not good. It's because it's teachers' responsibility to make those students good. The ones are not good. If they were good, why would they be in school? They are in school because they are not good. They have come into the school to learn. And if teacher sees they have come to the school to learn but they do not pay attention. Here I would like to remind, a teacher is a leader and a leader has a creative mind. And why cannot a creative person find out the ways that can help him bring students on track? That those ways can help the leader so that the teacher can use those ways and students won't be out of track, right? So I am 100% damn sure that if we are not getting ahead, if the coming generations are not gonna go ahead, if the new generation is not gonna go ahead, it will be the fault of the teachers more than anyone else. I'm not trying to spare the government, I'm not trying to spare the parents, I'm not trying to spare the other departments, but what I'm trying to say here is that it's teachers' fault more than anyone else, more than any person, more than the government, more than any government or private department, more than administration, more than anything else. Because if teachers gonna make the students very good, if teachers are gonna turn, if the tables, teachers are gonna change the minds, gonna give the knowledge, gonna fill the knowledge the students, we cannot ever think that students are not gonna bring good results. I went to a school. It was a private school. When I went and I met with the teachers and the principal, the other teacher, I asked him, how about the students? And he started saying that, oh, come on, sir, I'm very upset, I'm very disappointed because mostly a big number of the students do not really pay attention. And the parents do not really care. Yes. That's what he said. And I was just, staring at his face and I was thinking, who has made him sit on the chair of the principal? How it comes that a principal is telling about his fault and trying to pretend that he is doing everything he can to meet his goals, but students are not doing anything. And I was like, I got confused. Yes, I did really. I did feel that who has made him sit in the principal's chair? Students are not paying attention, then whose responsibility is to make students pay attention? Principal and teacher's duty, right? It's because if the children were good at home, why would they be in school? If students were creative in their homes, why would they be in school? Just school students come into the school to play, and principals and teachers' responsibility is to make them happy? Is this what they are doing? Is this really their responsibility? No, certainly not. So what's their responsibility? Their responsibility is to make bad students good, to make good students best, and really teach them the ways that are gonna lead them to success. And then I was like, I didn't tell him that it's his responsibility, it's the principal's responsibility to make bad students good. And then he said, some students come and in very bad condition, right? Like their pants, they do not have belts. Some of them come in a dirty uniform, and some students, they come in a very bad condition and they do not really pay attention. And see, Mr. Ihsan, that the parents did not really care, the children, they do not really care. And I was just, looking at him, and I was just, staring at him. I was, confused. I was thinking either I am mad or like I am in a strange world. How a responsible person can pretend he is not responsible for the things that are happening in school? And then I met with the teachers. The teachers were saying the same thing. That, oh, sir, we cannot tell we have to tell you the problem is that the students, they don't study. Come on. Whose responsibility is to make them study? Teachers' responsibility, because teachers are leaders. Just like a single leader, if we pay attention later, right? Like Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He was a leader. And leader is a teacher, teacher is a leader. So before him, like the big number of Muslims, they were not paying attention. They didn't know what they had to do to get the job done, to make a separate country where their coming generations can feel themselves safe. But when he came out of his home and he started paying attention, he started teaching the people like a leader, like a teacher, then a big number of people, he really changed a big number of people. And when he changed a big number of people, then we got independence. I would say he didn't do anything except teaching and telling people about their rights and responsibilities. And if the teachers of today if the teachers of today do not doing the things they have to do or not paying attention, then whose fault is this? It's not the fault of the children. Secondly, yes, I do agree that parents should really pay attention, but may I tell you whose responsibility is to force or to push the parents and pay attention to their children? To some extent, it's teachers' responsibility. So dear teacher, do not please ever just pretend that you are doing everything but you are not getting good results. It's because when anyone, me, you, anyone, when we pay attention on our work, we do everything we can to meet our goals, we do accomplish our goals. And if you are unable to get the job done, it means either you are not paying full attention or you do not have guts to be called a teacher or a leader. Hope you will understand what I'm saying, right?